let's talk some sinners, man. Let's talk some sinners. Can we talk some sinners? Can we talk some sinners? Please. Sinners, 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 sinners. Salute to Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, man. I should have kept that up. I want to play this video because they put out this clip, man. And this clip that they put out was a dope clip. And they probably gonna flag me. I try to talk through it and pause and talk, pause and talk. But it just had me thinking of vampire rules, and you'll see why. You'll see why. I think for them to implement this into their movie, and I'm a big vampire, I'm a huge vampire. I'm a vampire nutcase when it comes to vampire movies. I like that they did this. This, you know what I'm saying? It kind of takes me back. But let me share this, get this popping. Real quick, like.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ryan Coogler, director of Sinners.
It's Michael B. Jordan.
You got a little sneak peek, man. We're getting ready to gear up on our tour.
That's right.
You know, I don't know.
That mustache. That mustache is killing me, man. I might do mine like that. I might do my mustache like that. That's killing me, though. Salute to Coogler, man.
I don't know how you feeling about the film, but I'm really excited about it. I'm really proud of it.
This is like, our fifth movie together. You know what I mean? I typically don't like watching horror movies because I genuinely get scared. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I've laughed as much, during the process of shooting the movie.
That's crazy. These grown men don't be liking horror movies, man. How you don't like a horror movie, man? Come on, man. And I want to salute my sister Mika G, man. I'm pretty sure, I know she said she's waiting on this, and I'm pretty sure she's going to do a real in-depth review of this movie, man. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it.
Give folks a little taste right quick, man. We only put trailers out. We're going to put this clip out. Obviously, it's cut down to avoid as many spoilers as possible. But it's a really, really great scene to show what are we playing with in a little bit of the world.
We shot it, in Kodak, 65 millimeter film. Shout out to IMAX, and this is the scene.
Hope folks enjoy it.
What y'all doing? Just step aside and let me on in now.
Why you need him to do that? You big and strong enough to push past us?
Well, that wouldn't be too polite.
I would love to be. I want to do a movie like this. I would love to be in this movie. I really would. I would really love to be in this movie, man. I think this is gonna be one. This is gonna be one of them. I think this movie gonna be one of them.
Now, would it, Miss Annie? I don't know why I'm talking to you anyway. Smoke.
Don't talk to him. You talking to me right now. Why you can't just walk your big ass up in here without an invite, huh? Go ahead. Admit to it.
Admit to what?
That you dead.
I wonder what part of the movie this is, man. This got to be like in the middle somewhere. Got to be in the middle somewhere.
You listening to this? Now we out here playing games, telling ghost stories in place of doing what we ought to do.
And what is it we supposed to be doing?
Being kind to one another and being polite. Now, we is one people, and we shouldn't go in barging into other folks' places uninvited. So,
You've been in and out of here all day.
I'm telling you. I know y'all like, damn, he keeps stopping. But I'm trying to tell you, like, the way that they using that rule, because you don't see the rule of the vampire got to be invited in too much. Like, that was the thing. I know me growing up on vampire movies, that was always the thing that, evil, not just vampire, evil can't come in unless you invite it in. Right? Evil can't come in unless you invite it in. I think that's that's huge. That's huge.
You never need an invite then. Yeah.
Something ain't adding up. Can I at least get my money?
Careful.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good, man. That is gonna be good. I'm trying to tell you, that's gonna be good, man. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope right there. That's it. That's it. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be one of them ones. But now after watching that, I want to go into vampire lore and the rules of vampires. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't see that a lot. Like I said, we don't see the they have to be invited in and things of that nature. We don't get that a lot. So we have, you know, the common rules when it comes to vampires. What's real, what's ridiculous when it comes to the rules of what's real. But we've got a whole, you know, we got probably centuries of vampire lore, but every movie seems to tweak the rules and show something a little different. You know what I'm saying? So which vampire rules should be set in stone? That's my question. Which rules should be set in stone and which ones need to be taken out, staked through the heart, so to speak? You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to beat that up in the comments and let me know. And let's start with like the basics. I'm gonna give y'all, you know what I'm saying, how I get down. Sunlight, steaks, holy water, garlic. Those are the ones to me. I need to look up why garlic. Like, why garlic? I need to know that. But those are the ones that to me need to stick. Now, do they make sense? I don't necessarily know, man. But garlic is, you know, garlic was always weird to me. Garlic was always weird to me. I'm gonna pose this question to my homegirl Mika G too. I think I'm gonna tag her in this because I would love for her to answer some of these questions, man. But yeah, garlic it's a weird one. Like, what is it? I guess I think historically it was used to ward off evil spirits, you know what I'm saying? But why garlic? I don't know. That's another one, man. Or that's a weird one, I should say. Sunlight. We got some vampires, you know, we see them burst into flames, like on Blade, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and things. And but then for some odd reason, shit kind of made me want to throw up. In Twilight, I can't even really get in Twilight, they sparkle in the sunlight. Why would they sparkle in the sunlight, man? That is crazy. Which to me, well, let me ask y'all, which is better? Would you want sparkling vampires? Or do you think vampires should burn? You know what I'm saying? Then we get to I think one of my favorite rules, which is the invitation. Right? I don't think it's a weird rule. I think it's the most important rule. Vampires can't enter your home unless they're invited. Right? We saw it in Fright Night. We see it in The Lost Boys. I think that's a pertinent rule. And it makes sense. Evil cannot come in unless you invite it in. And I think that's in just life in general. Negativity can't affect you unless you let it. And that's why I think that's like the most important rule. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because some movies completely ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people just, some movies just completely ignore it. Is it that they just don't like it, or is it an outdated thing? You know, That's what I would want to know. But I think it's dope, that concept. And I think it should not just be used with vampires. I think they should use that with anything that attributes itself to evil. I would say the Wolfman, but that's more like a curse thing. You know what I'm saying? Is it a curse or I don't know. I don't think it should work with a Wolfman. Right. But these modern vampire movies, they've changed the rules. They've changed the game, right? 30 nights of 30 days of night. The vampires don't mind the cold, which makes sense. We get Daybreakers, where vampirism is a global epidemic. I think that's one of the slept on vampire movies too. Daybreakers was slept on. Daybreakers was the Ethan Hawke. That was a dope movie. Then we get to one of my favorite vampire movies of all time, Let the Right One In. That keeps that invitation rule intact. But it also comes with the consequences of said invitation. All right. You know what I'm saying? Then Morbius can come in. I guess we could talk a little bit about Morbius was like, he wasn't necessarily a vampire. It was more like a science experiment. And I don't even know that movie, if any of those should play by the rules, because it was more science based. You know what I'm saying? And it's Morbius, man. It's Morbius. Salute to Morbius, man. It's Morbin time. Salute to him, though. So I would ask the question, what's the best and worst rule? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think the best rule is the invite, the invitation. I think that's the best rule. The worst for me is the garlic, or maybe the holy water. I would say I think, yeah, I would probably say the holy water. The holy water is kind of corny to me. You know what I'm saying? But the invite to me is the best rule. You got to have that rule intact. And I think you have to have it. Vampires got to be a vampire. They got to want blood. And that bloodlust has to be there. It's got to be there. Got to. But yeah, man, I know y'all like this dude just rambling about vampires. My bad, y'all. It's just watching that Sinners clip got me a little hype, and I just wanted to talk about the rules of vampire, because they put that clip out for a reason, because it's showing me that they went and did their due diligence. They did their research and their Googles, or whatever you want to call it, on vampires and vampire movies and the rules and the lore and things of that nature. And I think that's what's going to make this movie so dope, because it's reminding me of the vampires of old, not the Twilights. Salute to Underworld, but not the Underworld vampires, but the vampires of old. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a good thing. So, yeah, man. Y'all let me know. Beat it up in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think y'all favorite rule is. Should vampires have rules? Do you even care that vampires have rules? Is that a thing for you? Is it not a thing for you? Y'all let me know down in the comments down